Hello, thanks for joining me in my sewing room where I'm showing the results of my last spin of the fabric wheel of fate, where the pointer landed on this black viscose jersey fabric here. I didn't just make that one though, I used the other fabric as well, because then I used all my 6 fabrics. Oh, I'm really glad you're back in my sewing room again so I can show you the final results. So this was, if I show you how it all started, I had my fabric wheel where I had these 6 fabrics here to use up, and ideally by the end of the year, so I can tick that one off as a win. So the last 2 fabrics I had left, if you remember, I kind of skewed the results. So I did a small portion for that fabric and made sure it landed on that one. But I thought, that's cheating. Why don't I just make both up? Then I've done all 6 fabrics. So that's what I did. I am really pleased with the results of both of them, surprisingly. I'm going to show you the first one here. So I made up one of my very favourite patterns actually that I've had for quite a few years. It's New Look 6435. Now I've done various versions in the past, but this one I just use this version here, obviously not with the contrasting. You've got the kind of handkerchief hem there, you've got straight, you've got v-neck. I've never done the leggings, so we'll ignore that. But yeah, I made kind of that shape there, which I know is a really nice shape. So here it is, and I'm very pleased with it. I initially thought whether I could make it longer and make it into a dress, but that just didn't work at all. So here we have it, and I will show you some photos of it. What I like is it's got a kind of gathered effect. It ends just under, it doesn't end on the waist, it's just above the waist, which is, I think, is more flattering. And then it looks like a gathered effect, but it isn't. It's just the way the fabric is cut that creates this lovely swing bottom. So the fabric is beautiful. It was a John Caldor, it was viscose, like a viscose crepe. Feels beautiful to wear and was really well behaved actually when I sewed it up. Normal neckband, 3/4 sleeves. So happy with this. It is, as I showed in the photos, it's the perfect top to wear over a tight pair of jeans, black jeans and boots. And the reason it's perfect is if you're going out for a meal, you don't want anything tight here, especially if you're sat down with tight jeans. And that disguises a multitude of sins. Especially if you're having a big meal out. So I'm so happy I made this fabric up. But then I was left for the other one, and I thought, I don't want to go into 2024 not completing my challenge that I set myself. So the viscose jersey, if you remember, was very, very bright, and I really had my doubts about it. But I was hoping that it would make up far better than it looked. In actual fact, it was a really nice quality viscose jersey, and I have no idea where I got it from, as most of the case with me. I'm going to rectify that in 2024. That's going to be my New Year's resolution. But yeah, I thought, what can I do with it? And I thought I would make the magic dress. So New Look 6650, and I know that's cheating because I'd already used it once before, but oh my goodness, it has made the most beautiful New Look 6650. It is just, I know it's bright and I know it's not normally me and I wouldn't go for something like this, but I really, really like it on. If you're on holiday, it would just be super. It hangs so beautifully. I did the 3/4 length sleeves, which I've never actually done before. But I had done it on my daughter, so it's not really 3/4, it's sort of, it's long, it comes to about here. But I'd done it on my daughter, so I know it looked kind of nice, and I'm just so pleased. I am pleased with it. So that is my 6 fabrics used up. I brought the others along so you could see the others. So just to remind you of what I made out of all the 6 fabrics. This was the other magic dress version I made, a shorter version out of the ITY I had. I've worn this so many times, it's crazy. It's just a nice dress for all occasions. And then this one is a favourite. I wear it all the time, and this was this double-faced fabric that was spots on one side and stripes on the other, and every time I wear it I just love it. It looks really smart. So I was really happy with that one as well. Of course I had that piece of flannel, so I made my husband a pair of shorts, which I've dug out of his wardrobe, hence they're a bit crumpled, but yes, he wears them, he loves them, and says they're very cosy. I also did the warmer filled with those beans, if you remember, so that was good out of that. And then the final one was this top, and I made a pair of trousers, but I'm not bringing the trousers back out because I'm only going to wear them to do the gardening next year. But the successful bit was the top with a nice pleating in the back, and I have worn this as well for my 2 jeans. So apart from the trousers in this fabric, everything I made was a success, and I'm so happy because when I started this project I had all those pieces of fabric in my wardrobe that I just kept shoveling by and ignoring, and now they're made up. That's not to say I don't have many more pieces of fabric in that wardrobe, this still behind me, that need using. They do, but they are mainly summery fabrics. So obviously there's no point in me making them up at this time of year because I'm just not going to wear them. But oh my goodness, I am so happy, especially with that final black top that I can wear just over the Christmas period, and then going into next year I can wear this on my holidays. So this has been a great fun challenge for me, and I do hope you've enjoyed watching along. Every time I span the wheel and landed on the fabric, I never had any clue what I was going to make with it. I should have done, really. I'd had enough time to think about it and plan it all out, but I never did. So I'm very pleased with myself, I have to say. I'd love to repeat this again with the summery fabrics, but that's going to wait for a while. I'm going to do something different in the new year, obviously involving my wheel that my father made for me. But thank you again for watching and playing along, and maybe just in 2024 have a go yourself. You certainly don't need a wheel, you can just do a lucky dip and use some of those bits of fabric that just sat there, because what I've proved to myself is they all had possibilities that I was ignoring and bypassing, and I got myself 6 amazing garments from it. Thank you again. Don't forget to check out any of my other videos. If you've missed any of the fabric wheel results where I give details of the patterns, I'll put a playlist at the end. And please join me on #FridaySews. If you like this and you're new, then I would love you to be a subscriber. And if you click that bell, you'll know when I have my new wheel in use next year in 2024. Thank you again, and goodbye for now.